My name is Sophie Engel, and I teach computer science courses at the University of San Francisco.
My name is Angelica McKinley, and I'm a visual storyteller.
I'm Monica Arrombide. I'm the CEO and founder of Maven Youth.
I'm Camila Taylor, and I'm an engineer who's worked in mobile and AI for the past decade.
My name is Anna Medina, and I'm helping build the field of chaos engineering.
My name is Chloe Condon, and I'm a developer evangelist at Sentry.io.
My name is Chia-Lin Simmons, and I'm the CEO and co-founder of Looky-Loo.
Hi, my name is Jessica Carley. I was most recently leading the digital design team at Everlane.
I'm Jessie Introspé, and I'm a product manager at 23andMe.
I'm Nicole Sanchez. I'm CEO and founder of Via Consulting.
I'm Grace Boltell. I am a postdoctoral researcher at Stanford University in the Department of Earth System Science.
I'm Adrienne Porterfelt, and I'm an engineering manager on the Google Chrome team.
I think one of the main things that have helped me grow my career is the community of women that I've created around myself.
Being able to have a sounding board is super, super important and helps delegate your negative feelings and also validate when maybe you are experiencing a bias.
It made it feel like not an impossible task to be in the field that I wanted to study.
Just find those partners, find those collaborators that can help you level up, and then trying to be the type of person who really builds up rather than tears down.
So I'd say don't be afraid to reach out to people and just ask them for advice. There's a lot of opportunity there.
Having that network is so important.
Is anybody getting diversity right? And I would say no.
You know, the kinds of apps we can find today that don't solve big human problems, they solve small human inconveniences.
Can you truly say you're building a better product if most of the world cannot use it or hasn't been considered in using it?
And Silicon Valley has put billions and billions of dollars into solving small human inconveniences, not the big things like housing and access to clean water and access to jobs and access to transportation and mobility and those kinds of things.
When you look at the landscaping of the pioneers of who's building the tech sector, what does it look like now?
A lot of these companies are built by men. They're fixated about getting you to the right number, size 8 to a size 10. I think it's really important for us to actually build a team that's not just experienced, but also inclusive, because so much of what we're building today is about actually helping women find and love their body shape.
When you're to do a startup, when you're to create a new idea, a new tech tool, who's your team? Who's touching this project?
How can we make D&I a part of everything that we do, like the DNA of a company?
You know, I've always looked different from everybody around me.
Visibility is incredibly important. I mean, now that I'm a postdoc, it's extremely rare to see other minorities, other people of color, other indigenous people.
The people who have different disadvantages, they have made things that we couldn't even begin to think of, and they've made them better.
I think it's extremely important for us to bring a diverse amount of viewpoints to immersion technology.
Very rural Montana. I grew up on the Crow Reservation. We didn't have much infrastructure. I think that's why I was drawn to become an engineer, to learn how infrastructure works, how to build better systems in particularly underserved communities.
For me, I think I've just had this awesome merge and mix of cultures and backgrounds, and it allows me to see different solutions that maybe others wouldn't see.
Coming to the industry as your true authentic self and contributing that view and that vision to the industry, because otherwise everything's going to look the same and everyone's going to wear Patagonia and we're not going to have any innovation or diversity at all.
You ultimately want to work with people who have different opinions and different perspectives, but how can you come together and collaborate rather than be competitive?
Diversity is living and breathing it.
And I think we have to be honest that when we're not thinking about it from the beginning, it's an afterthought.
And so we're losing talent over and over and over again because of the artificial human-made blocks that people have created in society. We just don't get to see that talent.
Some young people don't work well in academia, right? So why are we still celebrating by looking at portfolios or looking at boot camps, right?
They deserve for us to put our resources behind them.
Growing up in a city like Miami, I really didn't have access to Silicon Valley, but I found resources that can help me leverage that. And I actually found my first internship via Twitter.
And so one of the big things that we're simply not doing is investing in the right entrepreneurs.
We're training an AI named Lucy. It's one of the first female-powered AI. I'd love to see some changes in the venture capital industry and how we basically provide support and funding for people of color and women of color.
I don't see myself in this landscape, so how can I be a part of this landscape if I can't even see myself in it?
And so this is what tech continues to do over and over again, is it just keeps repeating the same patterns and not disrupting them.
Technology changes really fast.
And STEM is really something where you're constantly learning.
It's really important in any design field to have inspiration from different backgrounds and different points of view.
So if you can learn to learn and learn to recognize when you need to learn, that's a more important skill than the specific language you're using or a specific toolkit you're familiar with.
There's so many different routes you can take in this industry, and it's so welcoming, and there's so many supportive, wonderful people here who want you to come, so please come. Also, we need more women, please come.
When I talk to people who are coming into the field and seeing those people and the energy that they're bringing to the field, that actually really inspires me, because that's where we're going to get like new solutions to a lot of these difficult problems.
Having mentors share their insecurities, their struggles, their failures really helped me, because there was this notion that keeps sort of resurfacing that you have to be exceptional to be a woman in computing, and I didn't feel exceptional. I felt like, I had questions, I had struggles, I had papers that I couldn't get published. And knowing that you can be normal, it's okay to struggle, it's okay to question, helped me have the confidence to continue in my career.
Because at the end of the day, leadership roles really are about coaching and guiding.
For women, it's absolutely imperative to actually build the most diverse team possible.
And I think something that we're having to be thoughtful about is how do we make sure that we're building something that's meaningful and helpful, and that is going to have a positive impact on the user's day. And that's something that I think in general the tech industry is still in the beginning of figuring out.
I think that's a universal feeling, is the empty bathroom at a conference feeling.
There's a lot of opportunity on the other side of that fear. And I think if you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you often grow a lot. So that's become sort of one of my guiding principles. Comfort and growth don't coexist. Make yourself uncomfortable.
Sometimes to me, success is just, did we provide a space for LGBT youth to come and feel safe? Because you can't see yourself in tech unless you feel safe enough to want to explore that.
I want everyone to get a chance to speak their truth.
Tech companies have the money and the talent and the situational awareness to actually bring about solutions that have, 500 years worth of problems.
As technologists, we need to stop looking at these problems and saying that's a hard problem and say, I have a solution for that.